Zendaya's feet smell like Funyuns. Let's check, shall we? No, smells like success to me.
From awkward interviews to red carpet roasts, these stars know how to clap back like pros. Today we're delving into the funniest celeb comebacks, starting with that one time when an interviewer straight up asked Nicki Minaj about her butt and instantly regretted it.
My question is, your ass, is it natural or did you have to work? The shape of your ass is quite incredible. So I'm just wondering how something like that happens.
What do you mean, how does it happen? I don't understand.
This guy had zero hesitation and kept a straight face the whole time. How did he even do that? But the insanity didn't stop there.
There are shapes there that I've never seen before. Do you have to go to the gym for this, or is that what you was born with?
Yeah, I mean, a little bit of both.
A little bit of both?
Yeah.
So you just kind of improve on what's already there. If I may say, it's like there's like two balloons back there. It doesn't seem like it's like another being almost behind you.
Do you have any other questions?
Oh yeah, sure.
Nicki almost started to believe that the weird-ass questions would stop then and there, but she was so wrong. The interviewer turned it right back around and proceeded to do this.
When these young girls who listen to your music come up to you and say they want to achieve an ass like yours, what do you tell them?
That's another ass question.
No, that was about your fans.
Yeah, and my ass.
Okay,
again.
right. Well, I mean, I personally don't, want to talk about your ass, but you're the one who wrote the song Superb Ass.
What?
Her expression is absolutely priceless. This is where the most unhinged part of the interview is about to kick in. Take a look at this.
You wrote a song called Superb Ass.
Oh my God. My song is called Super Bass.
Superb Ass.
Super Bass.
I read it as Superb Ass.
It's 2 words. Like, you can look it up on iTunes. It's
Well,
Super Bass.
I would say we can agree to disagree, but
No, we can't agree to disagree.
Well, there
It's
are a lot of
fact.
people that read it as Superb Ass.
I've never heard anyone call it that. You're making the.
I know,
What is wrong
like,
with
I
you?
could name like 5 people,
Who?
like right
Name
now, they're
them.
like my friends, and they're all like, yo,
Can you move on?
I cannot believe the amount of patience Nicki showed during this interview. She somehow managed to restrain herself while this man tried to defend his behavior by claiming it's what people want to know. But come on, he was clearly just being a creep and made all of that up. A little bit of a creep, kind of like the guy Madonna had to deal with in this interview, where he kept pressuring her to do this.
I'm only here because there isn't a Knicks game. Don't get excited.
Oh, come on. Let's go kiss the guy in the audience. Why don't you go kiss the guy in the
Why are you
audience?
so obsessed with my sex life?
As we all know, I have none of my own.
Well, at the very least, he was honest about his cringe-worthy curiosity. And hey, credit where it's due, he did manage to laugh at himself after making such an insanely awkward proposal. But here's where things took a turn for the worse. He didn't stop. Unfortunately, he kept pressuring Madonna to go along with something she clearly didn't want to do. It went from awkward to downright uncomfortable.
Well,
Go kiss the guy in the audience. It would knock him out. Look at that guy, just like on the forehead. Just on the forehead.
I can't. He's not tall enough.
I like that. She said, I can't. A lot of people would cave into the pressure and say, oh, all right. They'd go out and kiss him and get it over with.
Yeah, well, I've never succumbed to peer pressure.
Good for you. That's what we love about you, Madonna.
Yes.
Loved how the guy in the audience fully committed to the bit, begging for the kiss like a clown. But then, Madonna flipped the script with one move. She shut Letterman down completely. No comeback, just a long, awkward silence. Bold, savage, and iconic.
Good for you. That's what we love about you, Madonna.
Yes.
What brings you...
Incidentally, you are a sick. I don't know why I get so much.
You realize this is being broadcast, don't you?
Yeah.
Well, you can know me talking like that.
What?
I say, oh, never mind.
That was a good ending to that whole charade, but it marked the beginning of this next hilarious clip where Jennifer Garner tried to be the smart one and correct Conan on his vocabulary. Little did she know, it led to a very iconic moment. Take a listen.
But there's a time when you snuck into the room to see what the...
I sneaked into the room. Snuck isn't a word, Conan, and you went to Harvard and you should know that.
Unfortunately for Jennifer, things were about to go really badly for her, making for one of the most embarrassing moments of her career, one she'll probably think back to many times. Why? Because Conan had a dictionary by him, and then this happened.
Oh, I'm sorry, wait, I keep a dictionary down here and I just found it. Just want to look at... Oh, what the hell? Look right here. Snuck, past and past part of sneak.
That laughter is priceless, and her face too. She really had to take that in, kind of like Steven did here. He was trying to draw a comparison between his fans and Kevin Hart, but Kevin decided to turn up the heat and make it a full-on roast. Take a watch.
People might walk up to you occasionally, and they might want to just take a picture with you and say, congratulations, great work. With me, they want to debate. My life is harder.
Well, Steven, here's what I want you to realize. A, you're lying. Nobody comes up to you. Okay? Stephen A. Smith does not have one fan. Not one. There's never been a request for a picture. There's never been a request for a debate.
Kevin is always like that. What else could you expect from him? But what was unexpected was seeing this from a kid on Jimmy Fallon's show after he asked him a passive-aggressive question. The kid instantly fired back without missing a beat.
All right, come on. Can you read?
This is really cool. Oh, can I read?
Yeah, can you?
Can you host?
All right, go, Mike.
You're the best host ever. Just kidding.
Truly heartwarming, but what's even more than that is this next clip where a CNN host tried to corner Joan Rivers on the whole walking on eggshells approach when writing her books, trying to avoid offending everyone with all that woke stuff. And here's what she had to ask.
Really care.
Yeah, you're not really worried about feelings being hurt.
Well, not when it's about dresses. It's not about them. It's about clothing.
Okay. Well, what about when it is about something, you know, that really does seem off limits to a lot of people? I mean, even in your book, you kind of joke about the death of Casey Anthony's baby, Princess Diana surviving so many landmines and who she dated. I mean, do you feel like there are boundaries ever, you know, even if it makes people uncomfortable or offend people or what?
I love how much the host was laughing too, like she didn't even believe the question she was asking. It's like she was waiting for the punchline, but what Joan had to say next, yeah, that would quickly put her in her place and shut down the whole line of questioning.
Life is very tough, and if you can make a joke to make something easier and funny, do it. Done. Do it. That's all. Darlene, I don't know what your life has been like, but I have a lot of people who have gone through hell. And if you can make, Winston Churchill said, if you make someone laugh, you give them a little vacation. And maybe you take the worst thing in the world and make it funny. It's a vacation for a minute from horror.
Joan is spot on with her analogy. The contrast between the host's attacks and her over-the-top smiling is also pretty amusing. It's like she couldn't decide if she was being serious or sarcastic, but she didn't stop there. She still tried to salvage something out of Joan, only for Joan to deliver the biggest slam ever.
That's why people love you. But they also know that you have some shock value to you. I mean, on the cover of your book, you're wearing a fur, and you knew that there would probably be animal rights activists.
You know, this whole interview is becoming a defensive interview.
No!
Are you wearing leather shoes?
Yes!
Shut up.
I'm talking...
You know what I mean? I don't want to hear. You're wearing fur. You're wearing leather shoes.
I'm not an activist,
You're eating chicken.
Yeah.
You're eating meat. I don't want to hear this nonsense. come to me with a paper belt and I'll talk to you.
Still giggling like crazy while the temperature got really turned up. That was one hell of a roast. But it turns out Joan could top that off even better with this next move. Take a look at this.
But you did hear it in some of those press conferences. There were people who were upset, and you're just saying,
no, I'm going. I really am going, because all you have done is negative.
No.
All you have done is negative. I haven't heard negative. I make people laugh for 50 years. I am put on earth to make people laugh. My book is funny. I wear fur that was killed 15 years ago. I work for animal rights. Stop it with, and you do this, and you're mean, and you're that. You are not the one to interview a person who does humor. Sorry.
Are we serious?
Apparently she was indeed serious. She later said that she wrote a book for entertainment, not to be put up for the Nuremberg trials, which honestly is pretty similar to the sentiment Quentin Tarantino expressed in this interview, as he was being drilled over this woke idea of violence in movies.
Is that why you think people like watching violent movies? People who are not violent people, or twisted people in any way, but why it's okay to go into a movie and enjoy the violence?
At first, Quentin seemed very calm and collected, choosing to gracefully answer with the following.
Yeah, well, it's a movie. It's a fantasy. It's a fantasy. It's not real life. It's a fantasy. You go and you watch, you watch a kung fu movie, and one guy takes on 100 people in a restaurant. That's fun.
But why are you so sure that there's no link between enjoying movie violence and enjoying real violence?
The interviewer kept pressing him, and Tarantino's response matched that energy as he snapped and decided to say the following. Take a look at this.
I'm going to tell you why I'm so sure. Don't ask me a question like that. I'm not biting. I refuse your question.
Why?
Because I refuse your question. I'm not your slave and you're not my master. You can't make me dance to your tune.
I'm
not a monkey.
I can't make you answer anything. I'm asking you interesting questions.
And I'm saying I refuse.
Okay, well, no, I was just asking you why. That's fine.
That was a tense interview with Christian, but that's far from the only time he got a celebrity really riled up. The drama is just getting started. In the next clip, things get awkward real fast when Krishan decides to ask Robert Downey Jr. some spicy political questions. And let's just say, Iron Man did not stick around for the sequel.
But what you said to the New York Times once was, it was after your incarceration, and you said, you can't go from a $2,000 a night hotel suite to a penitentiary and understand it and come out a liberal. And I just wondered what you meant by that.
Well, the funny thing is, and I appreciate your point of view, things that you said 5-7 years ago, or things you said in an interview that made sense to you at the time, I could pick that apart for 2 hours and be no closer to the truth than I'd be giving you some half-assed answer right now. I couldn't even really tell you what a liberal is. So therein lies the answer to your question.
As he was on the topic of prison, the interviewer decided to try his luck with something even more personal, and it resulted in a total disaster for him. Just take a look at what happened next.
The reason I'm asking about the past is that you've talked in other interviews again about your relationship with your father and the role of all of that in the dark periods you entered and taking drugs and drinking and all of that. And I just wondered whether you think you're free of all of that, or whether that's still something.
I'm sorry, I really don't. What are we doing?
Well, I'm just asking questions. That's all.
Right.
I mean,
Okay.
Bye.
Thank you, guys.
are you? I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah, you're right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Do you?
You seem okay. It's just getting a little dinosaur in your.
No. Look, I don't want to do that.
Thank you.
Iron Man's storm off was straight up hilarious. He vanished mid-interview with Oscar-worthy drama. You'd think he was dodging Thanos, not a question about drugs. But just wait till the next clip, which is downright hilarious. An interviewer decided to ask Tom Hardy the most out-of-place question ever. Hit it.
Do you find it hard for celebrities to talk to media about their sexuality?
What on earth are you on about?
I was referring to an interview given to Attitude Magazine a few years ago.
But what is your question?
I was wondering if you find it difficult for celebrities to talk about their sexuality.
I don't find it difficult for celebrities to talk about their sexuality. Are you asking me about my sexuality?
Sure.
Why?
Why?
Thank you.
Okay.
And that wraps up today's wild ride through some of the most unforgettable celebrity moments. From savage comebacks to jaw-dropping reactions, these stars know how to keep things interesting. But hey, if you thought that was good, just wait until you see what we have lined up next. If you want to watch celebrities absolutely roast rude interviewers, you're in for a treat. Just click on the pop-up on your screen and I'll catch you on the other side. You won't want to miss it. Peace.